Coach, what prompted you to go with George Niang in the starting lineup tonight?
Well, we wanted Dean to come off the bench as a backup five. So rather than start him, we said, let's start George. And, George, connector, screener, shooter, connects pieces, and he played really well.
And obviously, you mentioned him playing well. He had 11 points in the third quarter, kind of bring you guys back to life a little bit. What has he meant to come off the bench to be able to start in all those different roles he's played?
He's so smart. He's just, I love that word, connector. He's the ultimate connector. And he kept telling me all year, my shot's going to come, my shot's going to come. I'm not making shots. I can, and he's, 40% career, I think. So I knew that was going to turn. But I love all the shooting's fine. I love all the other stuff he does. Such a cerebral player, makes everyone around him better.
Tonight, it was Donovan in the fourth quarter, had a really big quarter. It's been Darius at times.
Yeah.
How valuable is it having two guys in the backcourt that are capable of taking over a game?
It's the ultimate, luxury, because and they have this shared understanding. Like they just, they know, hey, you got to go, and I'll sit in the corner, I'll be at the elbow, or I don't have to be involved in every action, and they just have a great comprehension, great understanding of each other. And as a coach, when you have two ball handlers like that, and I was thinking when Darius is shooting those free throws, and two great free throw shooters that really count in the tight games, it's an absolute luxury.
In your experience, how rare is that to have guys that are willing to take a back seat in those moments the way that we've
Rare.
seen?
I think it's rare, which is normal. If you think you're the best player in the team, you want the shots at the end. That's kind of how it goes. That's kind of how the hierarchy is. But we don't have that hierarchy. It's more like who's got it going. Even Karras, when they feel him, they get him the ball. We just have this incredible chemistry, incredible understanding of each other, and respect for each other. It's beautiful to watch.
You guys had 4 different players score 20 points tonight. I'm not sure if that's happened this season or how rare that is, but the unselfishness of the team is fun to watch. Is that something you got a feel of when you first got here, that these guys were all that unselfish, or is that something you've even been surprised by?
Yeah, like I said from the beginning, I knew it was a group that liked each other, that enjoyed playing with each other, and I knew we had good passers, right? We have good connectors. Ty's a connector, George Niang's a connector, Dean Wade's a connector. So you got your major scorers, but the guys around them can pass the ball, and I think that's what you're seeing right now. That the ball really moves. It moves through them. We know where to get it. We make quick decisions. I was so thrilled when Draymond said the other day, he was just really impressed how we pinged the ball around, how we drive, kick, swing. We get it out of pick and roll. We get it in fast break situations, and it is it's Warriors-esque. It's really that type of ball movement. It's beautiful to watch.
How do you gauge your team's defense against a team like Chicago that pushes you and plays with such pace?
I don't know. I'm just throwing up this league. Everybody makes threes. Everybody, we say, oh, this guy's shooting, whatever. It's just, it's the way the league is right now. Everybody's a threat from three, and you catch them on a night like tonight, and you just. I got to look. We definitely did not, play great defensively, but it's also like the shot making in this league right now is incredible. What I didn't like about the first half, we only turned them over twice. I think in the second half we turned them over 13 times, and that's what we got them on. I said they're going to make their shots, but they don't feel us. So I felt like our activity got better in the second half.
Jeff, before the game, Kenny, you mentioned that you told the team you have to play better tonight than that other Chicago game. Well, the Bulls made it close there and actually had a brief lead. So what was the key for you guys, just really season control after that?
Yeah, I do think it was that that second half where we picked up our activity and we started turning them over. First half we didn't turn them over at all, and we started getting deflections, started getting steals. I thought that was the key to the game. Our defense turning the corner in the second half.
Jackson.
You mentioned the Cavs offense as warrior-esque. What has made Darius such a great fit there?
Great passer. I don't say that lightly. Like I don't think he's a good passer. I think he can pass with both hands. He sees the court. He's not just a scorer. And then Donovan's a hell of a passer, and that's part of the connectivity we have. Those guys, when your best players can pass, it changes everything.
So Donovan, he hasn't played in an offense, I think, like this previously. What has made him fit so well into this one?
Oh man, I don't know what the stats say, but I know we're encouraging him to shoot the 3-ball more. Especially the catch and shoot. I think that's important, and I think we just have a good balance, right? We have a good balance of it's not just him dominating all the time. He knows when he's getting his touches. He knows what lineups he's playing with, where he can get his touches with. So he's just in a great niche, great role right now.
Tom.
You just took me where I wanted to go.
Yeah.
It seemed at the beginning of the fourth quarter he sensed that
Yeah.
it was kind of not time to take over, but you know what I mean, that follow me kind of thing.
Yep. And that was him. That wasn't us. That wasn't me saying, "Hey, Donovan, go get this." He just senses what does the team need right now, and that could be him or it could be someone else, and he's got that speaks to his IQ, right? Just understanding of who's on the court, who he's playing with. Because DG was on the bench right now, we're searching for scoring a little bit, and he just took over.
Can you follow up on that? Just talked about the hierarchy again, and Donovan, not having an ego that lets that, or that prevents that from happening, but also he turns it on when he needs to. So how rare is that combination?
It's rare because I think you have to have a patience and a maturity, right? And you'll have to ask him. I don't know if he had it when he was 24 or 25. I think he's at that point in his career where that maturity level where he really understands himself, and then he understands, like we were talking about, the situations and what we need when we need it.
Jimmy.
I don't know that you can shoot 50-ish% from three for the year. Maybe, I don't know if you guys are shooting pretty well right now. But how transferable is the confidence that you guys are building right now with this stretch?
Yeah. We're not going to keep shooting like this. But on the other hand, we look at shot quality, right? I think I don't want to say it because I'm not exact sure, but I think we're pretty high up in shot quality, right? So that's all you control is what your shots look like. I know even tonight we're in the 95th percentile shot quality, so we're getting really good shots. So that's what we can control, and we got highly skilled players, we'll see if we can keep it going. It's gonna be tough to keep it going at this level.
You talked before about you've always thought that Kara's going to be an efficient player. You're starting to see that now. How fulfilling is it for you as a coach who's known him for so long to see him make it?
Yeah, I think complete buy-in. And I got to be honest, I was a little worried, because in Brooklyn we never got him over that hump. We never got him to be as efficient as I thought he could be, and then I think even this previous Cavs years, you're like, man, he could be a more efficient player, and I think it's embracing the catch and shoot. Less dribbles, and that's super important around Darius and Donovan, right? That he's embracing that, and was he plus 18, plus 19 again? Probably still the leader in plus minus for the league. So, like I said, he's playing almost perfect basketball because he's doing it on the other end too.
Jason.
This is off topic a little bit, but you guys Miller played into it. We went really small in the second quarter, I think 4 guards against Georgia. Yeah. Are you sort of just having fun rolling out different lineups just to see what it looks like?
Yeah. When you have this much depth, it's fun. I mean, even at the end there, we you know, George was playing really well, but I think we need a little more defense. Oh, you got Dean Wade over there. It's like, you know, to have, it's almost like an embarrassment of riches. And I felt, you know, when Evan was out, I'm like, oh, darn. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. We'll play Dean at the backup 5. We got a 6'9 1/2, 4 who can play the 5. So it speaks to the depth of this team.
Okay.